This entire video was made using free AI tools. This workflow lets you create educational and story-style videos without filming, without heavy editing, and without burning yourself out. Stick with me, and I'll show you how it automates video generation. If video creation matters to your business, stop scrolling for a second. This is for you. Today, I want to show you two superpower tools that many successful content creators and YouTubers use to supercharge their workflow and exponentially grow their channel. The first one is Google Whisk. Think of Google Whisk as the engine that's used by this growth strategy. It's the tool that I use to quickly generate images and short videos for free. The second one is the autopilot that makes it possible to automate this process and can save you literally hours every week. Stick around until the end of the video so you don't miss this opportunity to leverage these tools and supercharge your channel and your business growth. The biggest barrier to consistency is the time and energy tax of creating content. As a content creator and a business owner, we need to break down this barrier to be more effective so we can concentrate on what matters most, actually running and growing our business. In a previous video, I showed you an incredible tool that can easily be used to create these videos, but it requires a paid subscription. And if you're starting from zero, every dollar matters. That's why most good ideas never get posted. If you had a good idea, it usually stayed stuck in your head. But that wall is starting to crack. This is where I started using Google Whisk. Welcome to the channel. My name is Yuna. I help solopreneurs save 10+ hours per week using my AI workflow system without hiring a VA. Google Whisk is an AI tool that I regularly use. I use it regularly since it came out, and even if it's still experimental, it saves me 4 or more hours every week just on generating posts. Between image generation and short video clips, I can turn ideas into content fast, without overthinking or burning time. Google Whisk is part of a quiet shift in how video gets made. You don't start with timelines. You don't start with footage. You start with an image. You can even start with just a prompt. You describe what you want to show. Whisk generates a visual, and then, with one click, you can animate that image into an 8-second video. And for the first time, you can do that without paying upfront. That alone changes who gets to create. But here's the real question. If it's free, does it actually look good? Because free usually means cheap, and cheap usually looks bad, not with Whisk. Whisk doesn't feel like a toy because it isn't guessing. Behind the scenes, it uses Google's own AI systems. They understand framing, lighting, motion, and pacing. That's why even simple image prompts turn into visuals that feel planned. And when you animate them, the motion feels smooth, not random. Google did this on purpose. They don't want bad-looking videos floating around with their name on them. So the starting quality is already high. Now here's where things get more interesting. When Whisk creates an image, it uses 3 main ingredients: subject, scene, and style. The subject is what you see. The scene is where it happens. And the style? That's the personality. Style is what makes the image feel cinematic, or playful, or bold, or calm. Convert your image to a cartoon or make it nostalgic. Whisk doesn't just slap on a filter. First, Google's Gemini model looks at the style you give it and breaks it down. Colors, lighting, texture, mood. Then that description is sent to Imagen 3, which creates a brand new image that matches that look. Once the image looks right, that's when animation happens. You choose to animate it, Whisk adds motion, camera movement, and flow, and you get a short video, up to 8 seconds long. You can also add in your prompts a short line for your character to say. Short by design, fast by design. Whisk alone was not designed to generate full movie videos, but you can definitely use Whisk's output to generate videos using other platforms. Whisk excels in images and short videos. That's why it works so well for social clips, visual hooks, background footage, ads, and concept videos. And that is 90% of the time what videos are used in social media, to grab attention and show off products. One caveat you should know about. Videos generated with Whisk include AI identification by design. It's there to clearly label the content as AI generated. Now, if you want more flexibility, there are workarounds. Instead of using the video file directly, many creators take Whisk's output and rebuild or repurpose it using other free tools. Now let's talk limits, because they're real. Whisk is still experimental inside Google Labs. Each video is capped at 8 seconds. Resolution tops out at 720p. And the format is landscape only. Here's where the second tool I mentioned earlier comes into play. This next part is what turns this into a hands-off system. The tool I'm talking about is AutoWhisk. AutoWhisk is a free Chrome extension that works with Google Whisk. It automates the boring parts of image and visual generation, so you don't have to sit there clicking over and over again. Think of it this way. Whisk is great at creating images and short videos. AutoWhisk is what lets you do that at scale. You drop in your prompts or reference images, click Start, and AutoWhisk handles the rest. Batch generation, downloads, everything. It turns Whisk into a hands-off visual factory. And the best part? No subscriptions, no pricing tiers, no credit limits. That's why it's such a powerful tool for creators who want to grow without adding more work. By using Whisk's subject and style boxes together with AutoWhisk, you can keep the same character and look across dozens of images automatically. That's how you stay consistent without burning time. How to use AutoWhisk. Step 1. Install AutoWhisk. Go to the Chrome Web Store and search for AutoWhisk Multiversion Automator. Click Add to Chrome and pin it to your browser. Quick note, this matters. In your browser settings, turn off the option that asks where to save each file before downloading. If you don't, your computer will pop up a Save As window for every image, and that completely breaks the automation. Step 2. Create your story and prompts. Open ChatGPT and ask it to write a short story. Use the prompt I provided as an example. You can change the style of the story, the length of the story, and the characters. ChatGPT should then provide separate boxes each for characters, storylines, image prompts, and cinematic motion prompts. You can directly copy and paste all of them to a notepad file. If you want character consistency, and I'm sure you do, also ask for a character consistency prompt and a style reference prompt that you can input into Whisk. For example, a Ghibli-style look. Step 3. Lock in character and style. This is the secret sauce. Go back to Google Whisk and generate your character image once using the prompt from ChatGPT. Drag that image into the subject box. Repeat this step depending on the number of characters in your story. Next, generate your style image using the prompt from ChatGPT, like a specific art or lighting style, for example, and drag that into the style box. At this point, the AI is locked in. Every image it creates will follow that same character and look. Before beginning generating, make sure the checkboxes on your characters are ticked off. Otherwise, they will not be included in the images being generated. Step 4. Bulk generation. Open the AutoWhisk extension, then paste your full list of prompts into the input area. Select 16:9 landscape if you're making YouTube videos. Click Start, then run on this project. Now you can literally walk away. AutoWhisk will generate and download everything for you. If you don't like the results, just run it again. Don't do it manually. The whole idea here is simple. If it can be automated, automate it. That's how you buy your time back. Step 5. Voice and motion for voiceover. Go to Google AI Studio. Use the turn text into audio with Gemini feature. It's free, unlimited, and sounds natural. Voices like Enceladus work great. To turn images into motion, use Grok Imagine. Upload your images, paste an image-to-video prompt, and generate clean motion clips. Generate video clips for all your images. Use a cinematic motion prompt generated with ChatGPT and try a few variations until you like the result. Once you're happy, save all the clips in order so they're easy to put together in the next step. Step 6. Final assembly. Bring everything into a free editor like CapCut, Canva, or DaVinci Resolve. If clips feel short, just go back to Grok and generate a few more clips using the same cinematic motion prompt by clicking Redo. Easy. It should give you a similar clip, but different. Line up the visuals with the voiceover. Pro tip, add a quick flash transition at 0.5 seconds or a subtle zoom. It helps keep people watching. At this point, you're almost done. You can add royalty-free music to make your video more engaging, or you can add some sound effects where they're needed. And you can definitely do both. These small tweaks make your video look more alive and entertaining to the viewers. If this setup helps you save time and get your content out faster, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It helps the channel more than you know, and it lets me keep sharing workflows like this.